Hi my clients, welcome back to my YouTube channel Maths for my clients by MKV. So dear children, please don't forget to mark your attendance in the comment section of my YouTube channel. And you have already seen your result of the online test. Now soon I will share the result of all the students, and in future after completing today's this chapter, that is a linear equation in two variables, again I am going to take a test, online test, and you all are requested to send me the suggestions for inter-class competition in the comment box of my YouTube channel, and also mention the feedback of all these video classes. If you want any other suggestion for me, then please write it in feedback, or appreciation. If you will like it, then write it. If you don't like that, also you can write, so that I can improve it for you and you can do very well in future. And regarding the practical, I have already told you, please do it in your practical file. If you are not having practical file, please do it in your register. And graph paper, if you are not having the graph paper, then you can make the graph with the help of scale and pencil, right? But I hope you are having the graph paper, so please draw the diagram and paste it in your register. So dear children, one more thing I want to tell you, we are going to have inter-class competition. So for that, you suggest me the topics on which we can have inter-class competition online. So please mention it in the comment box for maths online inter-class competition, right? What, on which topic and how we can conduct a competition, right? So give your suggestions in the comment box, so that I can help you and I can think in that way. So now today onward I will start revision of linear equation chapter, and after completing this chapter I will take online test. So please learn all the things regarding this linear equation chapter, right? So now over to screen, I am going to start today's lesson. So dear children, today I am going to teach you chapter number 3, and I will revise this chapter. I have already completed this chapter. So review of the linear equations and two variables. You see all important topics. Once again, whichever the concept is not clear, you please send me the message through WhatsApp. I'll clear it for you so that you can do well in future. So in this chapter, the introduction contains these following points. So I will explain all these points one by one. So if you want, you can note these things in your notebook and learn them, understand them very well, and apply them during the solution of questions, right? So here, first point about which I will tell you, that is, what is the use of linear equations in our daily life? So after doing the study of this chapter, what will you, how will you use this in your daily life? So that I will tell you. After that, I will tell you, as the name of the chapter is linear equation. So what is linear equation, and why we are getting two equations in each question? Reason for this. Then what will be the shape of the graph of linear equation in two variable? If we will plot a graph, what will be the shape? Next point is, what are the possibilities of graph in two linear equations on the same axis? So if we will plot the graph for two linear equations on the same axis, then what are the possibilities? After that, I will take some example in which the lines will intersect at one point, and in which the lines will be parallel, or two lines will be parallel. Next point is conditions for intersecting lines, coincident lines, and the parallel lines. This also I will tell you. Next point I will discuss with you, that is meaning of unique solution, no solution, and infinitely many solutions graphically. Next point which I will discuss today, what is the system of linear equations? It is consistent or inconsistent. Next point which I am going to discuss is, what are the dependent pair of linear equations? And the last topic is examples of finding the unknown constant by using the conditions without plotting the graph. So these are the following topics which I am going to discuss today. So now one by one, please try to understand. So what is the use of linear equation in our daily life? Linear equations use one or more variables where one variable is dependent on the other. Almost any situation where there is an unknown quantity can be represented by a linear equation, like figuring out of income over the time. So after some time, what will be the income? Calculating the mileage rate, how much distance you are covering in a given time, or predicting the profit, whether you will get the profit in a business or not, that also. And after that, I have given that one YouTube address here. So on this YouTube link, on this link, if you will click this press, then you can see this video, and in this video you will learn how to frame the equation or how to get the relation between the variables, right? So please see this. Now there are many other uses of linear equation in our daily life. First one is for calculating the calorie intake, how much food we are taking, what is the calorie of that, how much calorie we are using here, using diet formula, etc. Then government surveys or studies related to any survey, this we can do with the help of linear equation. And with the help of linear equations, we can do the calculations for traveling maximum distance in a shortest time. So in the little time, what will be the maximum distance covered, or by using the least amount of fuel, by using minimum fuel, how much more maximum distance we can cover. Next use is calculation to buy the clothes, vegetables, etc. at the best price. So this we can use in our daily life for finding the best price. And next use of this calculation to make the bigger purchase, like real estate, buildings, etc. by comparing the best price. So we can buy the things at the best price, we can calculate the maximum distance in a little fuel. So these all the things we can find out in our daily life with the help of these linear equations. So these are the uses of linear equations in our daily life. Now the next topic is, what is the linear equation in two variables? So standard form of linear equation is ax plus by plus c is equal to 0, where a, b and c, these are the real numbers such that a is not equal to 0 and b is not equal to 0. So in this case, note these points. Why we are calling it linear equation? I am explaining the meaning of linear. So it is called linear because the degree or the power of variable x and y is 1. So power of this x is 1, power of this y is 1. That is why we are calling it linear. After that, why we are calling it equation? Because there is one is equal to sign, this is equal to sign. Because of this is equal to sign, we are calling it equations. So it is called linear because of the power 1. It is called equation because of this is equal to sign. So this is the linear equation in two variables. So this is the standard form of linear equation in two variables. X and y are the variables. So these are the two variables in this equation. Now in each of the linear equations there are two variables x and y. So to find out the values of x and y, we need two equations. So in each question of this chapter we will get two equations, and or we will frame two equations to find the values of unknown quantities. So there was the second topic is why we are getting two equations. So it depends how many unknowns are there. So because there are two unknowns x and y, so we need two equations. So we are getting two equations because there are two unknown quantities. So as many as unknown quantities, same number of equations required to solve, right? So this is the basic rule. Whatever is the number of variables, same number of equations required to solve to get the solution. So general form of pair of linear equation is a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0. a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. So these are the two equations. Here a1, a2, b1, b2, c1 and c2 are the real numbers such that a1 square plus b1 square is not equal to 0 and or a2 square plus b2 square is not equal to 0. So these are the conditions. Based on this, these equations will work. So why we are getting two equations? This is clear because there are two unknowns. We are getting two equations and this is the general form of linear equations, right? Now the next topic was shape of graph of linear equations in two variables. So if we will plot the graph of a linear equation, this is x plus y is equal to 1, power of x is 1, power of y is 1, therefore it is a linear equation. So if you will plot the graph, what are you observing? It is a straight line. So this shows the graph of the linear equation in two variable is always a straight line. So whenever you will plot a graph for any equation in which the power of x and y is 1, you will get always a straight line. This is a straight line whenever you are using linear equation in two variables. So because the degree of each variable is 1. So degree or the power of variable is 1, that is why you will be able to get the straight line only. So graph of linear equation is always a straight line. Now after that, what are the possibilities of the graphs of two linear equations if we are plotting them on the same axis? So these are the two axes, y-axis, x-axis. This is x-axis, y-axis, x-axis and y-axis. So there are three possibilities. First one is there are two lines because there are two equations. So you will plot the graph of two equations on the same graph. So first possibility is this one line may come like this, second equation graph may come like this. So two equations are cutting at one point. Second possibility is one line is like this, pink one is brown one. So here two lines may come like this, or here one is brown line and second line is pink line, both are overlapping each other. So three possibilities: lines can intersect, lines can be parallel, lines can coincide each other. So therefore three possibilities are two lines can intersect, two lines can be parallel, or two lines may coincide or overlap each other. So these are the three possibilities of the graph. Now examples in which the lines intersect at one point. So these are the two equations: x plus y is equal to 50 and second equation is 25x plus 50y is equal to 1500. So these are the two equations. So in this case we will find out three solutions because I have taken this from the book. So there are two solutions, but I advise you to find out three solutions. So from the first equation, x plus y is equal to 50, you can get the value of y is equal to 50 minus x. Then you put x is equal to 0, so you will get y is equal to 50. Then you will put x is equal to 50, y is equal to 0. Similarly, from this equation, first you can divide by 25, so you will get x plus 2y is equal to 60. Then after that you will find out the value of x after putting the value of y, or find the value of y after putting the value of x. So if you are putting y is equal to 0, so you will get x is equal to 60. If you are putting y is equal to 30, then x is equal to 0. So in this way you will find out three solutions for both the equations and then you will plot the graph. So here if you will plot the points 0, 50 and 50 and 0. So x is equal to 0, y is equal to 50 is here. So first point is this. Next point is 50 and 0. So x is equal to 50 is here and y is equal to 0 is this. So here two red points. These are for first equation. So when you will join these 2 points, you will get one straight line. Then for the second equation, the solutions were 60 and 0 and 0 and 30. So x is equal to 60 and y is equal to 0 is this point, green one. After that 0 and 30. So x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 30 is this point 0 and 30. So both the points are marked by green color. So when you will join these green points, you will get a straight line. So these are the two straight lines on the same axis on the same graph. So if you are plotting, what are you observing here? Two lines are intersecting at a point and we are getting a point of intersection. This point of intersection is known as the solution of two equations. This point of intersection is known as solution of two equations. About this you will learn in graphical method. But at this time what you should learn, that lines are intersecting at one point. This you should understand from this graph. The purpose of showing the graph is two lines are intersecting at one point. Now the second possibility is this. These are the two equations, x plus 2y minus 4 is equal to 0 and 2x plus 4y minus 12 is equal to 0. Now from the first equation, x plus 2y minus 4 is equal to 0, we will get two solutions by putting the value of x and y. So y is equal to 0, x is equal to 4, y is equal to 2, x is equal to 0. So these are the two solutions for this first equation. Similarly, we will find out two solutions for the second equation. After finding these two solutions here and here, we will mark these points. So 4 and 0. So x is equal to 4 and y is equal to 0. X is equal to 0 and y is equal to 2 is this. Then you will join, you will get one line, first line, x plus 2y minus 4 is equal to 0. After this, by plotting these points 0 and 3, so x is equal to 0, y is equal to 3, x is equal to 6 and y is equal to 0. So if you will join, you will get the graph for the second equation, 2x plus 4y minus 12 is equal to 0. So in this case, what we are observing, first line is parallel to second line. So this is the case, second case in which two lines, if we are plotting on the same graph or same axis, then we are getting the lines are coming parallel. So in the previous example, the lines were coming and lines were intersecting, and in this graph we are observing the lines are parallel. So this is the example in which the two lines are parallel. So this is the second possibility. Now on the basis of this, we are getting these following conditions. So conditions for two lines of being intersecting lines, coincident lines and parallel lines. So for this, the pair of lines, linear equations are a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0, a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. So these will represent the linear equations in two variables. After that, if you will plot the graph, then first case was lines were intersecting. So for that, without plotting the graph, we can use this condition that a1 upon a2 is not equal to b1 upon b2, where a1, a2 these are the coefficients of x and b1, b2 these are the coefficients of y. So a1 upon a2 is not equal to b1 upon b2. It means this is the condition of intersecting lines. So in first case, when the lines were intersecting without plotting the graph, we can use this relation. If this condition is satisfied, lines will intersect each other. Second case is when the lines are parallel. So in case of second case, lines were parallel, a1 upon a2 will be equal to b1 upon b2 and will not be equal to c1 upon c2. So in this case, lines are parallel, lines are not intersecting. This is the condition for parallel lines. Third case is coincident line. When one line overlap the other one, that time a1 upon a2 will be equal to b1 upon b2 is equal to c1 upon c2. So after plotting this graph, we will get these conditions which you should learn. So you can get the screenshot of this and write it in your notebook, right? So these conditions you will learn, and there will be a question based on this, 100% sure in the exam. Now, meaning of unique solution graphically. Unique means one. So if this is the linear equation, a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0, it is in standard form, and a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0, this is the second line, this is the first line. If you will plot the graph, one with green, one with red, so we are observing both the lines are cutting at one point. So if they are cutting or if they are intersecting at one point, then that time we are saying it has unique solution. Unique solution means lines will intersect at one point. So graphically we observe that if the lines are intersecting at one point, then we can say these lines are have unique solution. Second possibility is this, meaning of no solutions graphically. So if first line is a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0, and second line is a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0, then what will happen? Second possibility, one line may come here, second line may come here. So L1 and L2, these two lines may be parallel, and if they are parallel, as we know, parallel lines never meet. So here they are not intersecting, and if they are not intersecting, then we can say they have no solutions, right? So graphically we can understand what is the meaning of no solution. No solution means lines will be parallel, they will never intersect. Next is graphically you can understand the meaning of infinitely many solutions. So if first line is a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0 in general form, L2, that is line 2, a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0, then what may happen? If you will plot the graph of the first line, that may be this blue one, and second a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0, its graph will be denoted by green color. So green line is overlapping this violet line color or blue color line. Then in this case one line is overlapping the other, so it means lines are coinciding, and if the lines are coinciding, then each point of this green line will touch each point of the blue line. So all the points will intersect, these points will be infinite. So we can say two lines are intersecting at infinite points, and that is why these two lines have infinitely many solutions. So this is a case of infinitely many solutions. So whenever two lines are overlapping each other or coinciding each other, that time we can say they have infinitely many solutions. Now next thing which I am going to explain is about the system of linear equation. So a pair of linear equations is called system of linear equations. So what is system of linear equation? A pair of linear equations. So two equations, pair means two. So a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0, this is first equation. a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0, this is the second equation. Here a1, a2, b1, b2 and c1, c2 are the real numbers, such that a1 square plus b2 square, a1 square plus b1 square is not equal to 0, and a2 square plus b2 square is not equal to 0. So these are the two equations, and the pair of these two equations is called system of linear equations, right? Now meaning of consistent, inconsistent, etc. So first of all, what is the meaning of consistent? So consistent means they have the solutions. Consistent means system has solution. These may be one or may be many. So here two lines are intersecting at one point, so they are having one solution. Here one line is overlapping the other, so two lines are overlapping each other, so that is why there are infinitely many solutions. But in this case also there is solution, in this case also many solutions here. So here one solution, here many. One solution is here, many solutions are here, because one line is overlapping the other one. So in both the cases, either this condition is satisfied or this condition is satisfied. In both the cases we are saying the system is consistent. So one solution or many solutions. One solution will come when lines will intersect at one point, and there will be many solutions when lines will overlap each other. In both the cases we are calling the system as consistent. Now dependent pair of linear equations. The pair of equations which has infinite number of solutions is also known as dependent pair of equations. So whenever there is infinite solutions, so that time that pair of equations is also known as dependent pair of equations, right? So another name of consistent line is dependent pair of linear equations. Now meaning of system is inconsistent. System is inconsistent means equations have no solutions. Equations have no solution. No solution means lines will not intersect. No solution means lines will not intersect. Or in other words, we can say lines will be parallel. In other words, lines will be parallel. So here line 1 is a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0, and a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. If the graph of these two lines are, this L1 is violet color line and L2 is green color line. So if these two lines are parallel, if they are, so they will not intersect, and if they will not intersect, so they will not have any solution. So we are saying system has no solution, and whenever there is no solution, we are saying that system is inconsistent, right? So there are two conditions in which it can have the solution, so that is the system is consistent, and when the lines are parallel, it means they will not intersect, so that time we are saying the system is inconsistent. Now there are some questions based on the conditions. First condition was for unique solution, so this is a question based on that. To determine the value of k is unknown, for which the following pair of linear equations has a unique solution. First equation is 2x plus 3y minus 5 is equal to 0 and kx minus 6y minus 8 is equal to 0. So these are the two equations. In these two equations, a number written before x, these are called a1, and before this x is k, this is a2. So a1 is 2 and a2 is k. Then here number written before y, these are the coefficient of y, these are called b1 and this is b2 and this is c1 and c2. So these are the two equations. Now for the equations, to have a unique solution, we should have this condition. This is a condition for unique solution. We know this, a1 upon a2 should not be equal to b1 upon b2. After comparing these equations, we will get a1 is equal to 2, a2 is equal to k, and b1 is equal to 3, b2 is equal to minus 6, c1 is equal to minus 5, and c2 is equal to minus 8. After that, here you will put the value of a1, a2 and b1, b2. So a1 upon a2 means 2 upon k is not equal to 1 upon minus 2. This, if you will do the cross multiplication, you will get k is not equal to 2 to the 4 with minus sign, so minus 4. So k is not equal to 4, right? So as the pair of linear equations will have unique solution for all the values of k other than minus 4. So except minus 4, you can put any value of k, then these lines will intersect each other at one point. That is, it has unique solution. So condition for unique solution is a1 upon a2 is not equal to b1 upon b2. So there will be a question based on this condition, this I told in the beginning. Now see another question, and in this case what is given, see this. Determine the value of k. Here again we have to find out the value of unknown k, for which the given pair of linear equations will have infinitely many solutions. So first equation is kx plus 3y is equal to k minus 3. Second equation is 12x plus ky is equal to k. So first of all, we will write it in the standard form. So we will rewrite the given pair of equations like this: kx plus 3y, and this we will transfer to the left side in the brackets. So we will write minus in the bracket k minus 3 is equal to 0, and second equation 12x plus ky, k you will transfer to left side, so it will be minus k is equal to 0. So these are the two equations. After that you can compare this and you can use the condition, because they are saying they have infinitely many solutions. So for infinitely many solutions, we know the condition a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 is equal to b1 c1 upon c2. This is the condition, and these all the conditions you have proved in the practical also. So now you put the value of a1, a2, b1, b2 and c1, c2 after comparing from these two equations. So from these two equations, a1 is equal to k, a2 is equal to 12, b1 is equal to 3, b2 is equal to minus plus k, and c1 is equal to minus in the bracket k minus 3, and c2 is equal to minus k. So put these values in this conditions. Condition for infinitely many solution, a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 is equal to c1 upon c2. So in this condition, if you will put a1 is k upon 12 is equal to 3 upon k is equal to minus in the bracket k minus 3 upon minus k. Now k upon 12 is equal to 3 upon k. Here we can cut this minus, and after that first time you can put k upon 12 is equal to 3 upon k. Second time we can put 3 upon k is equal to minus in the bracket k minus 3 upon minus k. So from this k into k, k square, 12 into 3, 36. Then to find out the value of k, you will take the square root. So square root of 36 is 6. But here the power is 2. Power 2 means we should get two answers. So to get two answers, we will write plus and minus before the square root of 36. The square root of 36 is 6, but before that plus and minus. So we will get two answers, plus 6 and minus 6 in this case, because power is 2. In this case, if you will do the cross multiplication, so you will get minus minus cancel and k into 3, 3k, and from this k into k, k square minus 3k. Then you will get this right side k square minus 3k, and this minus 3k you will transfer to that side, so it will be minus 6k. So from these two we can take k common, so k into k minus 6. So either k is equal to 0 or k is equal to 6. So we got two answers, 0 and 6. Now after this, you will put these values in the given equation and you will see whether the equations are satisfying or these values or not. So if you will put this, only k is equal to 6, when you will put this value, both the equations will satisfy this value, or this value will satisfy both the equations. So as a pair of linear equations will have infinite many solutions when k is equal to 6. So when you will write k is equal to 6, only both the equations will have infinitely many solutions. If you are putting 0 or minus 6, they will not satisfy the condition. So answer is k is equal to 6 for infinitely many solutions. Now the next question, for what value of k will the following pair of linear equation has no solution? So this is the third condition. First equation, 3x plus y is equal to 1 and 2k minus 1 into x plus k minus 1 into y is equal to 2k plus 1. So we will rewrite the equations after transferring all the terms to left hand side. You will get 3x plus y minus 1 is equal to 0. Second equation, 2k minus 1 into x plus k minus 1 into y minus 2k plus 1 is equal to 0. Now for the equations, because these two equations have no solution, so we will apply the condition of no solution. Condition of no solution is a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 but not equal to c1 upon c2. Now for this we will find out the value of a1, a2. So a1 is 3, a2 is 2k minus 1, b1 is 1 and b2 is k minus 1, c1 is minus 1 and c2 is minus in the bracket 2k plus 1. So substitute these values in this equation. So we will get 3 upon 2k minus 1 is equal to 1 upon k minus 1 not equal to minus 1 upon minus 2k plus 1. So after substituting, we will get this equation. So one time we can put these two equal, second time we can put these two not equal, and we will simplify to get the value of k. So first time 3 upon 2k minus 1 is equal to 1 upon k minus 1. Second time 1 upon k minus 1 is not equal to 1 upon 2k plus 1. Here minus minus cancel. So here do the cross multiplication. So 3 into k, 3k minus 3 into 1, 3 is equal to 2k minus 1 into 1 is 2k minus 1. So 3k minus 2k is equal to k, and minus 1 plus 3 will be equal to 2. Here right side cross multiply, so we will get 2k plus 1 into 1 is not equal to k minus 1. So 2k minus k is not equal to minus 1, so minus 2. So k is not equal to minus 2, k is equal to 2. So hence for k is equal to 2, the given pair of linear equations will have no solution. So k should not be equal to minus 2, right? If you will put this, it will not satisfy the condition, so it will not have no solution condition. So when you will put k is equal to 2, it will have no solution, right? So this is the way of finding the value of k based on the conditions. So that's all for today's class. So in the next video, we will continue with the geometrical as well as algebraical methods of simplification of linear equations. So today till now I gave you the idea about the conditions and what is linear equation, and now in the next class we will learn what are the methods. So methods, we are having algebraic method and geometrical method. So geometrical method, we will draw the graph and then we will find out the solution. In algebraic method, we will do the study about that substitution method, elimination method and cross multiplication method. Right, that's all for today's class. So thank you, God bless you all. Smile please, don't go out, don't disturb your parents, and please follow all the things which I told you in the beginning of this video. Please comment in the comment box about the inter-class competition, please give the topic. What will be the, give your suggestions so that I can plan accordingly. But see this, it should be feasible through online because it is online competition, right? And give your feedback towards this videos, whether these are good, bad, or these are helping you or not, right? So accordingly I will change, and after completing this chapter I will take your online test again for linear equation. So be prepared. Thank you. Bye. All the best. Thank you.